in that nation. To a certain extent, because we know that as a saint, they rule from a heavenly place. Called to be saints, you know. We rule from a heavenly place. We're seated in heavenly places. All right, so as a single man, it says, must be blameless. Must be blameless. So part of the plan must be blameless. I'm going to keep a good credit score. I'm going to keep a good name, my family name. I'm going to watch out and look out for my family. You know, I don't want my name to be tarnished. So it must be blameless. The husband of one wife. I won't be saying, oh, I'm going to have multiple wives. And we can look in the Old Testament and see how people had multiple wives. But the thing about it is, it says that the king wasn't supposed to multiply wives. David multiplied wives. Later on, you see him taking that to excess. And, you know, killing a man and taking his wife Bathsheba. After God had already killed Nabal and given Nabal or prepared Abigail for David after David's wife was taken. So that multiplication of wives can lead to excess. That's why if you look at it, when Abishag was sought to comfort David in his old age, how can one be warm alone? They sought a woman for him. How can one be warm alone? He never slept with her. And that woman actually passed to Solomon, her son. But you see Solomon again, a king multiplying wives. Now he went one step further, multiplied wives, and the reason I'm talking about this is you're not supposed to multiply wives. It says that in the laws of Moses. You know, it says that in the laws, in the Torah. So you see Solomon, and he's multiplying wives, but he's multiplying strange women. And as all the wisdom that he had, you know, it leads his heart away. So it says here that the bishop must be blameless, the husband of one wife. And we know that we're a royal priesthood of kings and priests and kings aren't supposed to multiply wives. So, and if you have an understanding, you know how that even came about. And the first multiplication of wives was through the line of Cain, and Jacob was tricked into it, and different things like that. There's a duty with being married, and you know, man was not created mortal. He wasn't created to decompose. So when that happened, childbirth actually allows you to keep your name alive in the earth. So lots of times you, as a duty, the brother, the husband's brother would take upon his, if his brother died and there was a widow, the husband's brother would take him as a wife and raise those children up, but that would be still his brother's children. So that's an understanding of that. And then we know the mortality rates were not, not as high as they are today, and, for the sake of keeping your name alive. So it all speaks to those different things. But the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given hospitality, apt to teach. So the husband of one wife. Now, since okay, you're going to be the husband of one wife, it's all, Proverbs 31, virtuous woman. That's the kind of wife you should be looking for. Because it says that through her virtue, even her husband will come to leadership and prominence amongst the elders. Bishop, lots of times a bishop, it's not the same as an elder, but they hold them in high esteem as elders. And a bishop actually is an elder in the regard that they're elder in the church in that position of respect and honor. But rather than being an elder in a church, a bishop bishops and elders have oversight, but bishops usually have a congregation that they have oversight, and they can have multiple congregations, whereas an elder usually is in one congregation. And they might not be preaching regularly in different things, depending on how the church is set up. But so there is a little bit of a difference, and that's why they say bishop and elder. All right, so vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given the hospitality, apt to teach. If there's a curriculum that you have to go through, a certain amount of learning, amount of time that you're going to spend in the Word. It says if seeking to minister, wait on ministering. Seeking to teach, wait on teaching. So you're going to make your plan according to that. You're going to find a virtuous woman. You're going to be trained or get some teaching. Not given to wine, no speaker. You're going to watch your conduct and your behavior. These are the plans that will go into you becoming a bishop. It says, one that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all the gravity. So you're going to have a plan for how you raise your household. And that's what I was talking about last time, about having a plan for your family. And you want to have a plan for your family where your name is not tarnished. You want to have a plan for your family so they don't go to disarray. So you want to have a plan for your family and for your children so that they're not having to be subject to other people's plans. The disorder and chaos in other people's lives, you don't want that to invade your household. So you want to have a plan for them. You have a plan for them. For instance, you might teach them the value of money. How do you do that? Through giving them an allowance. And even if you don't have allowance, you can teach them, you can give them praise. Teach them the value of work. So you've taught them the value of work. Through allowance, you can teach them the value of money. And also teach them independence at the same time. Because now they're able, rather than always asking you for something, by having their own money, they're actually able to purchase and do some things for themselves. So that's having a plan for your family. And you're going to work with your wife, you know, to keep that plan going. You know, your wife, you know, through the scriptures, we know, okay, she's your help meet. She's one that helps you meet. So your wife is your companion, your partner, your friend, and your beloved. So all those different things. And according to that, you're going to set your plan for your family. Then as you wait on your education, your training, your teaching, you know, people will see your good works, see your fervency in what you're given to, and that position will open itself onto you. So that's how you set up a plan, according to the scriptures. And something simple, not hard. You can set a plan, one statement, one sentence, line it up with the scriptures. Have a plan. Have a plan for your family. Have a plan for your ministry. If you're a single person, have a plan even for who you're going to marry. What kind of person. It says that there was a helper suitable. Help meet something suitable for Adam. So you might not want to marry someone who you have little in common with. You don't want to butt heads. You want to complement. You want to complement. That's different than opposite. You know, they say opposites attract, but complement and opposites are different. See, opposites, they cancel one another's strengths. Complements, they cover one another's weaknesses. So you want to have a plan. All right, now I was very short today. Talked about having a plan. And in this, we went through just having a plan for a bishopric, or the office of a bishop. And hope it bless you with that word. You can have a plan and apply it to so many different things. And I know I spoke quickly, but I read the word. And since I read the word, you know that you heard something worth hearing. God bless the reading of this word. Bless you today.